Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, Abi, to everyone who's already here. First of all, thank you for being punctual because this is a lesson that we have. I think it's the last lesson before we have our break next week. Okay. That being so, I think that it's not an excuse for us to be relaxed and not doing anything, right? So I think for today we are going to do a little bit of what we call the new unit, which is unit 5. Let's experiment, and that is the last unit in your Form 1 syllabus for Pulse 2. After this, you are going to do a series of BT3 format-based questions, as well as other projects that we might explore further together. Okay, right. So for today's lesson, let's start with a word wall. I think that most of you are quite familiar with word wall, right? Okay, so I'm just going to share with you the link for you to join the word wall, and then you can answer the questions there so that we can have a little bit of what we call a game or even a competition there. Okay, I'm just going to share with you the link in the chat section. Okay, while I'm doing so, you can also ask questions in the live chat section or even give comments on the lesson that we have today so that I can improve better for the upcoming lessons. Okay. Right, let me just share with you the link in the chat section. Okay. Right, I'm going to give you how about 3 minutes on this one? Okay, 3 minutes on the link, and then we are going to see who's done it better in this activity. Okay. Okay, if you have any problems accessing the word wall, let me know so that we can rectify them as soon as we can. Okay, I think that most of you can join in the link now. All right, let's perhaps we can do this together. Okay. Okay. Now, I think that most of you can already join in the link now. Okay. Perhaps we can do this together. Okay. If you can't access it, you can answer the question in the live chat section. Okay. All right. Let's start the game now. Okay, now there are three categories. Okay, we have space, medicine, and environment. Okay, right. So winter bind class. If you can't answer in the word wall, you can answer in the live chat section in YouTube. For winter bind, which category should it go to? Winter bind. Okay, Mizan said environment. Okay, let me just check if that is the correct answer. Okay, Winterbind is in environment. How about the next one? Okay, Winterbind in environment. Okay, how about solar panel? Solar panel. Where do you think should that go to? Solar panel. Is it space, medicine, or environment? Solar panel. Do you think it's in space, medicine, or environment? Okay, Kutub says space. How about Mizan? Okay, we go with Kutub answer. Kutub answer or but Arik and Mizan said environment. Okay, how about the others? Okay, I think majority answered environment. Let's put this in environment. How about planet? Planet, where should the word go for planet? Is it space, medicine, environment? Okay, Mizan said space. Arik said space. Okay, any other answers? All right, let's go with space because most of you answered space. Okay, planet belong to space. How about genetically modified crops? Okay, I know that perhaps some of you did not know the meaning of that yet, but can you guess which category should that go to? Genetically modified crops. Where do you think that it should go to? Is it space, medicine, or environment? Okay, Mizan said environment. How about the rest? Okay, environment. Okay, most of you answered environment. Okay, let's see if let's put that in environment. Okay, Alif and Muhammad Zami also said it's environment. Okay, how about DNA? DNA. Is it space, medicine, or environment? DNA. DNA, space, medicine, or environment? Okay, Miss Anne said medicine. Any other answers? Okay. All right, let's put DNA in medicine. How about disease? Disease. How about disease? Okay. Zami said medicine. Zari said medicine as well. Okay. Disease also could belong to medicine. How about battery? Is it space, environment, or medicine? Battery. Battery. What do you think the answer would that be? Okay, Eric said environment. Any other answers? Battery. Okay. All right. Most of you answer environment. Let's put them in environment. How about clone? Clone. Where would that should be? Space, medicine, or environment? Clone. Clone. Where would that be? Clone is clone environment. Okay, most of your answer environment. Okay, let's try if that's the correct one. Environment or medicine? I saw quite a number said medicine. Okay, two of you said medicine. Okay, I'm just going to wait out the answer. Okay, we are quite divided on this one. I think that we should move clone to medicine. Okay, how about cure? How about cure? Is it space, medicine, or environment? Okay, most of you answered medicine. Very good. All right, let's put the cure in medicine. How about satellite? Satellite. Where should satellite be? Satellite. Okay. Most of your answer space. Right. Okay. All right, next one, vaccine. I think you know what this means already because we have been talking about this due to COVID-19. Okay, so what do you think vaccine should be? Where do you think vaccine should belong to? Is it space, medicine, or environment? Okay, let's put vaccine in medicine. And last one, spacecraft. Spacecraft. Okay, I think spacecraft is quite clear, right? Because it has the word space in it, spacecraft. Okay, all right. Let's check the answers, shall we? Okay, very good. Right, so if I could just see leaderboards here. Okay, very well. Congratulations, Akil Hafi. You managed to get everything right by the fastest, 40.6 seconds. It's followed by Akram and me just now, Haikal, Lutfi, Shafiq, and then Alif Adam, Mahai Rizal, and Alif Adam, and Mizan, Muhammad, and Muhammad Shaheen. Okay. All right. So congratulations, everyone, for managing to follow the quiz. Very good. Okay. I really enjoyed having this with you. Okay. So now, why am I teaching all you? Why am I teaching you all that? Because that is actually a content that you can find in your pals too. Okay. So before I move on to the next activity, okay, I'm going to share with you what's the meaning of those words, certain words that could be difficult for you that you have answered just now. Okay, so let me just share you the tab first. Okay. Okay. All right. So genetically modified crops. What does it mean? Is that it is a kind of technology that involves inserting DNA into the genome of an organism. Okay, meaning to say that you're sort of changing the DNA code of that organism. And crops means that it's about plantations that could produce food. Okay, to us. Okay, to produce a GM, genetically modified crops, new DNA is transferred into plant cells. Okay, so uh, GM, genetically modified crops is very common in our world right now, because when we have GMC, genetically modified crops, the crops are better in terms of perhaps the health of the crops itself, meaning to say that they manage to stay healthy longer, and they can perhaps produce more compared to the what we call the original DNA itself. Okay, so but then genetically modified crops has its drawbacks as well. For example, soybeans, they are not very good for women, because they are known to have to be triggering women's hormones, to the fact that it's going to cause other diseases like cystic fibrosis, etc. Okay, so that is what genetically modified crops are. So it could be found in potatoes, even corns, and sometimes in papaya. And I think in Asian countries, I think Thailand is one of those leading countries in doing genetically modified crops. They have all these different species of durians, and in fact mangoes. So they are kind of quite advanced when it comes to GMC compared to Malaysia. Okay. Right, DNA. I know. I think that most of you knew this already. Okay, DNA is the hereditary materials in humans and almost all other organisms. Okay, so meaning to say, DNA is like what we call like a code that we have in our body, in our system, that carries all these hereditary material. For example, if your parents, perhaps if they have dimples, some people on your cheeks, perhaps you will get that from your parents, and your parents will pass down their DNA to you. Okay, so that is one of the examples of a DNA lah. Okay, right. Winter vine. Okay, this is a winter vine. This is quite famous in Holland, or what they call them, or they are being called Netherlands, right? So winter vine, they are used for as a source of energy, and this is generating energy, electricity, by using the wind. And next one is a solar panel. This one is quite common. In developed countries, they use solar panel to use that for heating system, so that they can have a good, nice warm bath in the morning. Okay, but then when you're using solar panel, it's different when compared to when using your normal heating shower, because in solar panel you need to wait for a bit for it to actually work. So it's quite an expensive technology, and it's quite famous in developed countries. Okay, so this is where you can see all the vocabulary that you did just now. Okay, so if you can see that this is from Pulse 2. Okay, who am I? Find out your DNA makes you different from other people, and how a scientist would make a clone. Clone means that almost like a copy of you lah, based on your DNA makeup. Okay, and then we have food of the future. Millions of people around the world go hungry every day, but are genetically modified crops really the answer? Like I mentioned just now, GMC, they can be really good in producing a high number of crops, but that it has some drawbacks itself. Okay. The secrets of medicine. Okay, how does a scientist find a cure for a disease, and how can a vaccine stop you getting ill? Okay, learn the answers to these questions and more. Okay, again, that's the difference between finding a cure and making up a vaccine. Okay, finding a cure means that you can heal the disease completely, but vaccine is actually a preventative measure that could stop you from getting really bad symptoms of any of the diseases that we have these days. Okay, so again, when you are getting a vaccine, it doesn't mean that you are not going to get the disease, but it will just stop you from getting worse if you catch the disease. Okay, so next one, we have Journey into the Space. Experience space in 3D in our amazing IMAX cinema. Travel by spacecraft to the planet Mars and see the view from a satellite flying around the Earth. And last one, Healthy Earth. Watch a wind turbine and a solar panel make electricity, and see what happens to a battery when you throw it away. Okay, so far I think that that could be found in your Pulse too. Okay, so Right. So after that, I'm going to have you to do another activity with me here. All right. This is a video lesson. I think that most of you know how to do this already. Okay. Before we do that, let me just say that this excerpt is going to be from a movie called Wall E. I'm not sure if you have watched the movie, but it's quite a good movie when it comes to talking about dystopian future that we might have. Okay, all right. Let's watch the movie and answer the question with me. Okay. Okay. So this is some sort of prediction of what might happen in our future. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to remind you that please adjust your volume settings so that you can listen to this very clearly. Okay. All right. Let's do this together.
Driving range, hit a few virtual balls into space.
Now we did that yesterday. I don't want to do that.
Well, then what do you want to do?
I don't know. Something.
Okay, in the future, based on the excerpt of the video just now, will people talk face to face more in the future? Is it true or false? Okay, I'm going to play the audio again, but if you know the answer already, you can always type in the answer in the live chat section immediately.
Driving range, hit a few virtual balls into space.
Now we did that yesterday. I don't want to do that.
Well, then what do you want to do?
I don't know. Something.
Okay, is it true or false that people will talk face to face more in the future? Okay, Arik said false. Any other answers? Okay, very good. Most of you answered false. Let's check if that is the correct answer. Right, it is true. It is false because as you can see there from these two persons, they're just nearby with each other, but they just chose to talk by using the screen, which is sad actually. All right, let's move on.
Something.
Make a place scream.
No, it doesn't sound.
Look, I'm tired of this.
If you can't fool the straws, you have to decide any good.
Okay, from that clip, will people walk around more in the future? Can you see them walking? All right, is it true or false? Okay, I'm going to play the audio again in case you're not sure.
Wow.
Make a place scream.
No, it doesn't sound.
Look, I'm tired of this.
If you can't fool the straws, you have to decide any good.
Okay, is it true or false? Okay, most of you answered. Okay, false. Okay, most of you answered false. Let's see. All right, very well. As you can see that there are no people walking around in this place. They are just using this moving chair around and then they will move based on the tracks that they have. Okay.
Hot. Over here.
Whoa.
Hello? Tunnel. I'm in a tunnel. I can't hear you.
Bye,
and large, everything you need to be happy. Your day is very important to us.
Hey, drink the bun. Here, take the cup. Hey, take the cup. Ah! Oh.
Please remain stationary. A service bot will be here to assist you momentarily.
Stewards.
Okay, number 3. Will people of the future will be active and healthy or inactive and obese? Okay, just going to play it again so that you can make sure of the answer.
Hot. Over here.
Whoa.
Hello? Tunnel. I'm in the tunnel. I didn't hear you.
By and large, everything you need to be happy. Your day is very important to us.
Hey, drink the bun. Here, take the cup. Hey, take the cup. Ah! Oh.
Please remain stationary. A service bot will be here to assist you momentarily.
Stewards.
Okay, most of you answered B, inactive and obese. Okay, let's see if that's the correct answer. Very good. As you can see there, the people, no one there in that picture or in the video looks healthy or even remotely thin or what we call slim. Okay, so again, why do you think people of the future might be inactive and obese compared to what we have now, or even what we have in the past 20 years? Okay, right. We are moving on to the next question.
Hello.
Please remain stationary. A service bot will be here to assist you momentarily.
What's that? What's going on? John.
Eva?
No. John.
Eva?
Hi, Wally.
A is for Axiom, your home sweet home. B is for by and large.
Okay, number 4. Babies will be taken care of by their A, is it parents, or B, robot nannies? Okay, is it A or B?
Please remain stationary. A service bot will be here to assist you momentarily.
What's that? What's going on? John.
Eva?
No. John.
Eva?
Hi, Wally.
A is for Axiom, your home sweet home. B is for by and large.
Okay, most of you answered B, robot nannies. Okay, let's check the answer. Very good. All right, let's move on to the next question.
For by and large, your very best friend.
Time for lunch. In a cup.
Okay, number 5. People will enjoy their food by, is it A, drinking their food, or B, eating their food? Okay, let's watch it
Your
again.
very best friend.
Time for lunch. In a cup.
Okay, is it A or B? Okay, most of you answered A, drinking their food. Okay. Yes, as you can see that people there did not even have cutlery to eat their food. They just have a cup and then they just slurp everything up there as their lunch.
Feel beautiful.
Oh, stunning. Right? I know, honey.
Attention, Axiom shoppers. Try blue. It's the new red.
Okay, how do people try new clothes in the future? Is it A, trying clothes in the fitting room, or B, hitting a button? How do they try new clothes in the future?
Feel beautiful.
Oh, stunning. Right? I know, honey.
Attention, Axiom shoppers. Try